Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Cowboys family. Another breaking update. Some of you guys already know this, I'm sure. Last night we went live right after the game, guys. Enjoy your Victory Friday. How many times did we get to say Victory Friday? Had a chance last week, we messed that up. But this time we did it, guys. We won on Thursday night. Enjoy your Friday. 10 days off, guys, and a lot of things to address. Some of it already was addressed yesterday after the game. I went over some of the injuries, but the big breaking news for today, guys, is Orlando Scandrick. All right, he was hurt last night in the game. In the middle of the game, he was actually he hurt his back, and he stayed in until like the fourth quarter, till late to the fourth quarter. So let me just let you know what he was officially diagnosed with 2 transverse process fractures in his back. He will miss at least 1 game. According to a source, Scandrick suffered the injury when he was kicked in the back early in Thursday's win. So it was early in the game against the Redskins, and not come out of the game until the fourth quarter, as I said. So, guys, you know, when it comes to Scandrick, he didn't play that great of a game, but obviously we see why. That is some of the reason for that. Hoping that you know, he can get back sooner than later. But right now we have the rookies right now balling out right there, playing fantastic. And I'm not really worried about the rookies playing right now. I like them out there playing aggressive, flying to the ball, you know, just overall making good decisions for rookies. I like it. So Scandrick has been a little disappointing, as I figured he would. But he is officially hurt, unfortunately. You know, every injury hurts. And, you know, he did play hard to the end last night, to the fourth quarter, when he had to finally come out. I did want to say, of course, I'm going to reiterate Dak, his hand injury he suffered last night. They did x-rays yesterday after the game. All results were negative, which is positive in the sense that there's nothing broken, there's no fractures. So he's good to go. Just needs that rest. He had his hand, you know, bandaged up, healing. So that's going to be something that's going to be probably, you know, it's going to take good that we get these 10 days, guys, because he's going to need the rest on his right hand, his throwing hand, so he can grip the ball better, etc. Should be okay to go. Demarcus Lawrence, guys, he got injured late in the game when David Irving just crushed Kirk Cousins on a sack. At the end of the play, though, someone rolled on Demarcus Lawrence's hip area, I guess, and he kind of injured himself there, which has been you know, it could definitely be something that lingers. But with these 10 days and what I've heard, Jerry Jones has said it, a couple other sources, that, you know, Demarcus Lawrence looks good to go. So he should be okay in 10 days. The one, of course, that we're all waiting on is Sean Lee. And again, Jerry Jones yesterday said he didn't want to speculate too much on it, but he felt like Sean Lee was still on track on the timetable to return, which would be this, you know, next game against for the Cowboys, which would be at New York. So today, Jerry Jones said that he's expecting Sean Lee to return for the Giants game on next Sunday. And then there's a quote. He said, Jerry Jones says, "I know the plan. He's feeling good. He's doing everything possible to be ready to go. I feel good about him." And I also feel good about the fact that Sean Lee is going to do everything he can to get on that field. You know, if things work out for us on the next couple of days, it could actually make a difference when it comes to any kind of playoff thoughts that we had. As far as last night's game, I'm glad we won. We ran the ball crazy in the second half, which was a big adjustment and improvement from our coaching staff. I still don't have trust in them. I still don't have faith in the coaches. But I trust, and I know our players have the ability to get us to that next spot. If we have a chance to all get into playoffs, you know, and if we get in, we're going to be dangerous. And if we get in, that means that these guys for the next 4 weeks, including this one, I guess, so 5 weeks, have done more than enough to get us ready for the playoffs. And, you know, if we get lucky enough to sneak in, be careful, NFL. We're coming at you. Now, as far as Dak Prescott's game, not a very good game yesterday. Second half, he played a little better. He had 102 passing yards in the entire game. It's horrible. 102 passing yards, the 7th fewest the Cowboys have ever had when they've won. It's crazy, guys. He had 102 passing yards last night. Not very good, but we didn't need it, and that's my point. We don't really need Dak to throw for 300 yards. We need him to go 150, 200 yards at the very least to have a good chance to win, along with the running game, which has to be established. So, you know, that's, again, guys, 7th fewest for the Cowboys in a win, 102 yards for Dak Prescott. Troy Aikman had 78 yards in 1992 in the season finale against the Bears, where he stopped in the third quarter. But they already had the playoff spot guaranteed at the time. So that's why he left early. only had 78 yards. I think that's the number one worst in history for the Cowboys. But, you know, that was the victory that Tariq got. And then Staubach had 3 wins when he threw for with 100 yards or less, which is crazy. And Craig Morton had 2. So those are all the 7 wins that we've had with such few yards. Dak, 7th fewest ever. But we got the win. And in the end, that's what I care about, guys. We ran the ball well. Threw when needed. He didn't have a good game. He hurt his hand, but he played better. What's up, everyone out there? The first, seconds, and thirds. What's up? Welcome. Make sure you guys don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure if you're new, hit subscribe, guys. We're still growing. And hit the notification bell so you get these. I see it's an early morning for a lot of you guys, so you're probably going to get this a little later, watching this on the rerun, on the replay. But I just wanted to make sure we went over those things. The final thing before I cut off of here, guys, and we'll probably see you later tonight for a live stream with Fiancé. Cowboys, our cheering guide. I posted our cheering guide for this week, and if you want to try to make the wild card spot, I posted in our Twitter account, so please check on that. Yeah, Scandrick, they're saying 1 week. I'm saying it looks worse than 1 week for Scandrick. Barry B, thank you. Bowen, what's up? Kerry Batista, que pasa? Everybody, thank you all for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you check out our Twitter page. We have the Cowboys Wildcard Hopes cheering guide. Now, I marked the ones that are must-wins. Of course, we have the blue win on the thing. You'll see there's a blue little highlight on it. That's the Cowboys win. The other important games, Minnesota at Atlanta. We have to have Minnesota beat Atlanta. Detroit at Baltimore. We would like to have Baltimore beat Detroit, but we have to have Detroit lose at least 1 or 2 games. But it doesn't matter which games they are. We are hoping that New Orleans at home can beat Carolina. And as I said, Minnesota winning in Atlanta. Those are 2 big must-wins. And then, I know some people, there's a little bit of confusion in this, and I'll do some more double checking. I know there's a lot of tie-breaking procedures, but they do tie-breaking when it comes to wild card. They go by division. First, if there's no sweep, they go by divisions. And then they go after division, the top wild card spot in each division, then they fight it out to see who gets those 2 spots. I'll explain it in more detail, but we have to have the Eagles beat the Seattle Seahawks, because Seahawks have to lose twice. Once to us and once to the Eagles in case we end in a tie. Now, of course, we end in a tie. That's fine. But if we, at the very least, if they beat Philly and we end up in a tie, we beat Seattle in a tiebreaker. That's why that game's important. And it's not just because of a one-on-one head-to-head matchup tiebreaker. It's because we would win the one-on-one matchup once the divisions are broken down for the wildcard teams. It's a complicated process. If we get that close, I'll post the details. But trust me, guys, I know what I'm talking about. It would help us tremendously if the Eagles won. So I'm not cheering for the Eagles. I'm rooting for the Seattle Seahawks to lose this week. So take it as you like, guys. But it's all about helping the Cowboys first and foremost, and that would help the Cowboys more than the Eagles losing. Trust me. So on that note, guys, thank you all for joining me here. You guys are rewatching it. Make sure you're watching. Hit that like button, that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And never forget to hit that notification bell so you get these breaking news reports, our news recaps at the end of a lot of the days, and our almost daily live stream discussions, myself, Fiancé, and the family, guys. Thank you all here on My Cowboys Family for joining us today. Enjoy your Victory Friday, 6-6 and rising. Hopefully we keep getting better. Scandrick, not looking good for his injury, but everybody else, Sean Lee, Dak Prescott, Demarcus Lawrence, they look good for playing against the Giants. Scandrick is going to miss the game against the Giants and probably more. Guys, thank you for joining us. Hit like, subscribe, notification bell, and as always, never forget, go Cowboys! Now and forever, guys, win, lose, or draw. Much love, peace, stay safe. Go Cowboys.